It's before after the fact because we're talking after we talked and before we talk some more. There's a lot of talking and there could be some pledging. Patreon.com/Oh Hi Justin. We'd love to have you aboard. You get everything that's happening at Oh Hi Justin. Just saying, it'd be great to have you aboard. We were just talking about Huey Lewis in the News on Deprogrammed, and it got hot for a minute because rules sometimes are rules, and a song got missed. We'll say it that way. But it got me thinking. Obviously, it was from a movie, and that was why we all loved the song. So I was wondering, Keith, is there a song that was written specifically for a movie that you just love?
So it's going to be kind of an easy answer because it's also the name of the movie, but That Thing You Do. Tom Hanks, that whole 50s band, one-hit wonders, the Oneaters. You can't go wrong with that movie.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with that song.
Yeah, I'm with it.
That's my thoughts.
I dig it. I was thinking the same thing, Jody.
Well, this isn't just a song that was written for a movie, but an entire album that was written for a movie. The soundtrack for the first Michael Keaton Batman movie, entirely done by Prince.
Oh, dude!
And this
good one.
The song he did with Sheena Easton, "Arms of Orion."
Wow, that is a very underrated call. "Party Man" is one of my favorite songs,
That's
ever.
Great.
I love "Party Man." All right,
and I remember Bat Dance getting a lot of play at the roller skating rink I went to, and the DJ always muting down when Prince would say "Get the funk up" because people thought he was saying something else.
Uptight Whites. What you gonna do?
Like I owned the copy of that album at the time, and I'm like, that's not what he's saying.
Oh, the 80s.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
That was the first CD I ever bought. Was the that soundtrack.
Wow. So there's a lot there for you.
Yep.
I dig it. All right, Cory, same question.
I immediately go and I don't. Footloose was written for Footloose, right? Or am I an ass here?
I would have to assume,
Pretty
right?
sure it was.
I would have to assume.
If it wasn't, that's some serious serendipity.
That's always where I go, man.
Okay.
Well, I mean, Kenny Loggins.
That's probably the douchiest pick ever. I feel like Kenny Loggins exists solely to make songs for movies.
Right.
Footloose, Danger Zone.
Danger Zone, yeah.
Like that's what he is. He's soundtrack guy.
Yeah.
That's his niche.
Yeah. So no surprise here. I'm going with a Smashing Pumpkins song. Obviously I'm I'm a huge Smashing Pumpkins fan. So the fact that they've written a couple solely for movies. Now I'm going to go with "The End is the Beginning is the End" from the Batman and Robin soundtrack because number one, it's a great track one. So if you listen to the rest of that album, they're on each end of it. So the end is the beginning is the end is the beginning track, and the beginning is the end is the beginning is the closing track, which I think more people tend to like the beginning is the end is the beginning, the slower one. But for what they were doing at that time for the Pumpkins to make that kind of electronic music but still kind of rock was just awesome for me. So especially since I didn't really like the movie that much, for them to have that song for that movie, it's great. So Batman and Robin's "The End is the Beginning is the End," and this is the end of this, but it's not the end of me saying patreon.com/Oh Hi Justin. I would love to have you as a patron. Please consider it. Thanks for even thinking about it. And if you'd like, you can hear our conversation about Huey Lewis in the News or anything we're doing on Deprogrammed. It comes out Thursdays on all podcast platforms. Please consider subscribing, rating, comment, all that podcast stuff. Thanks.